So, the 6th job section is currently under discussion and it will be added to the patch notes closer to the 6th job release date on November 29th UTC. So for those who are unaware, we're supposed to get 6th job scheduled on November 28th, but it'll be November 29th in-game. There is currently a whole bunch of controversy going around with the release of 6th job and the item limitations and restrictions set upon participating in this content. So they are currently discussing behind the scenes on how to best, well, hopefully it's how to best support the community, but at this rate, who knows? Who knows? Reboot updates. So Reboot world name changes. They are going to be introducing Kronos for Reboot, the original server, Reboot number 1. They're going to be renaming to, it's going to be Reboot Kronos at the beginning, and then they're going to remove the Reboot later on. GMS is going to be getting a second Reboot server. Now, this isn't going to be on EU. This is only going to be on the global server. This will be start from scratch, literally right after the update. Oh, EU Reboot is being renamed to Solace. Hyperion is going to be coming out right after the update. My apologies. Reboot world changes. So, Reboot world changes. The HP and EXP of hunting maps of monsters have been adjusted to be the same as reg server or non-reboot servers. The damage increase or decrease based on the difference between character level and monster level has been updated to be the same. So this will be effective in bosses as well as training maps. So we will not be penalized as much to go into bosses while being underleveled. Currently, as it stands, I'll pull up the formulas or add that in later. But essentially, the same final damage difference or reduction that you get for being 10 levels under the mob's level in its current stage and form is going to be the same as being 20 levels under in reg server. Hopefully I explained that well. So minus 50% final damage for being 20 levels under in reg servers, the current penalty we experience at being under 10 levels. New Reboot World Hyperion. So this will be available right away, right after the game comes out of maintenance tomorrow with the respective patch. This will be a fresh new game. A lot of people that are returning to Maple will probably gravitate towards this server, or new players will gravitate just because they get to start fresh and they don't have to worry about all the legacy items that have been released and available over the past 8 years that Reboot number 1 has had. Now keep in mind that there will be an event that might provide a legacy item that will probably only be claimed once per count or per in the future patch, which will probably be shared. It is going to be part of the Abyss Expedition event. So Reboot Hyperion Grand Opening. So there will be a grand opening event. So for characters created in the Hyperion world, there's going to be level up rewards that you get. So it looks like there is Meso. There's going to be a special level 100 ring that you get, a Hyperion ring. Here's your introduction to Legacy already, because this is only going to be available during the event. You're going to be getting some Star Force enhancement scrolls, some boss accessory equips, some more Mesos, some more cubes, some 2x coupons. There's going to be Choo-Choo set, 500 node stones, 100 symbols. Okay, that's good. I would say hold on to the symbols if you can. Like, don't claim this right away. If you have the option to, claim it when you get to, like, Asphera. Mind you, symbols are going to be leveling at a respectively similar pace now. You're going to be getting 20 from your dailies and then 45 from the weeklies. So 185 in total. You don't have to be so stingy on when you claim the symbols anymore, but obviously, if you're not day 1ing 235, then you want to hold out as long as possible. You get the following items are given in both versions. You get time durational stats, but the equip sets are permanent. So you don't have to worry about the cosmetics expiring, but everybody's going to be looking the same. There is a 3 set and 5 set effect from this choo-choo set. If you've never seen it before, the stats are permanent on the set, but the time durational stats, so you see like the plus 30 attack, these are these are only available for 30 days. So in case you feel like you're lacking damage, you want to go as far as you can, boss-wise and training-wise, to make use of this effect set, or this cosmetic set. You'll also be given 1 of 3 event rings. These are all level 120, and they have a significant amount of attack. I believe they go up to their 40 stat, 25 attack, and like 4k HP MP. And then you'll be given some cubes that you can use on it as well. So that's this is only for one character. That's a little bit sus, but I guess whatever you're hyper burning will be getting these, as well as the hyper burning reward. So that's also something to look forward to. Keep in mind, we haven't gotten there yet, but in previous hyper burning events, it was once per account. So if you plan on playing Chronos still, even though you want to play Hyperion for fun, be on top of which server you want to dedicate your hyper burning to. But yes, going into the new updates, growth revamp, level up EXP adjustment. So there's been a lot of confusion. Obviously, if you haven't prepped your characters before the update, it is probably too late by the time you see this video. With the growth revamp in mind, I know some of you might have prepped your hyperburn characters, but chances are you won't be able to apply your hyperburning until your character levels up. So hopefully that doesn't negatively impact you in any sort of way. Symbol adjustments. So again, the all symbol dailies will be increased to 20 symbols. The amount of sacred symbols you receive from Cernium dailies has been increased to 20. So this is not including burning Cernium. This is just Cernium. So you get Cernium and then burning Cernium's symbols as well. Odium is now going up to 10 symbols as opposed to 5. The sacred symbol coupon of the relevant region will now drop when defeating monsters in the sacred power maps. So this means that currently only up to Hotel Arcus get symbols. Now all regions will be getting specific symbol coupons. They're not symbol selectors. They are symbols for that respective region. So in the Arcane River, it currently drops Arcane River selector coupons, which you can choose which region you want to apply the symbol to. These are going to be region-specific coupons that you're going to have to exchange for, currently as they are now. You can transfer sacred symbols to one of your other characters within the same world using Sacred Catalyst. This is for Reg server only. This is not currently available in Reboot in any capacity, similar with the Arcane Catalyst. So if you want to lose a million days progression on your sacred symbols because you want to play a new main, this option is now available to you if you're playing on a non-Reboot server. Again, usually you would only get 90% of the respective progress or EXP, so bear that when you do transfer. Monster Park adjustments. So there's 2 new Monster Park. We're getting Labyrinth of Suffering, which is going to be a level 250 entry condition, and Limina, which is going to be 255. So you've had to complete the story quests at whether you skip them doesn't matter. You're going to have completed the story quests, and they're going to be making some changes to Monster Park. So in case you're somebody who is like, I don't care about the EXP, I'm trying to rush through these so I can get my boxes and peace out. Now you're going to be restricted. You won't be able to do like Hall of Honor anymore. To speed run, it's going to be in your best interest to try to go for the EXP. But there's also going to be EXP adjustments as well from VJ all the way to Limina. So there's good and bad. But you'll probably want to use it on characters that will actually benefit from the EXP. Arcane River area daily quest completion condition has been updated to defeating 600 mobs in a respective area, and then with VCare, if you've completed X amount, so if I'm in Latch My VJ goes from 600 to 200. I still have to do one daily, but now you get to pick and choose the mobs. You get to pick and choose the mobs, and you only have to do 200 of them. Grandest regions are going down from 1,700, 500 to just 500. And again, you can select the respective mobs that you want to hunt. So if you have the mobs or maps saved in your Maple guide, you might not ever need a hyper teleport rock to do dailies on your characters. You can just choose the same maps over and over again. Grandest region revamp. So we're going to be seeing a lot of adjustments here. First and foremost, Burning Cernium and Cernium are now going to be level 260 zones. Hotel Arcus is going down to 265, Odium is going to 270, and we're going to be introduced to Shangri-La, which will probably be mentioned a little bit later. That's going to be the new level 275 zone. The Burning Cernium region's daily quest can no longer be accepted, and Cernium daily quests will be consolidated. Okay, so my apologies. Originally I had stated that you're going to double up. You're not going to double up anymore. You're just going to be able to choose between Burning Cernium's mobs as well as regular Cerniums. So that I do apologize. I got a little bit ahead of myself. They're going to be adjusting the mob levels in Cernium from level to 261 max, and then I guess Burning Cernium is going to be level 262 to 264. Sacred power requirements are going down, so you're not going to need. You're still going to probably need a little bit of carries, but after about a week or so, you should be fine. But you're probably not going to be able to get carries with the changes to the grandest maps and how they're going to become instanced. But I'll touch upon that later. Same updates have been changed. Monster adjustment from Burning Cernium down to 264. Sacred power requirement is going. It used to range from 70 to 100. Now it's down to 50. Arcus being adjusted to up to 269. Sacred power requirement is being literally cut in half. So it's going to be a lot easier to get through your first 3 symbols. You might start to struggle a little bit once you get to Odium. But it's definitely more lax than what it was before. The following boss battles, so you're going to be able to start doing Saren at 260, and Kalos you're going to be able to start doing at 265 under the circumstance that you have enough sack and enough damage to complete the content. They're going to be increasing they're adjusting the EXP based off of the level ranges for the regions. So I can't say it's going to be an increase, but proportionally it's going to be adjusted to the level that you can complete the content at. They're going to be getting rid of a bunch of classes or quests. There's going to be adjustments in where the mobs spawn and and map layouts in the grandest region. And they're increasing the hitboxes on all the small mobs from what it looks like. Okay, so Sinner's Paradise Shangri-La. New region, level 275 zone, comes with a new symbol, comes with a new medal. There's going to be respective quests. Again, I'm going to try to get this out as soon as possible, but if you are 275 now and you have not done your Shangri-La quest, make sure you do it. Because when you get back into the game, it's going to recognize that you've done the quest, and I think you still have to maybe go through a cutscene or something, but you get rewarded a symbol. Otherwise, you might have to go through a whole set of quests again. But yeah, it's in your best interest you're going to have to do some hunting. It's in your best interest to get these quests done before the patch. So you get a new symbol and a new daily, and it'll give you 5 symbols. Oh, it gives you 10 symbols per day. 10 symbols, Pog. That's the first time we've gotten a symbol upon release where it gives us 10 symbols. Usually it takes 6 months for that to happen. They're going to be updating Grand Athenium. There's going to be this is just going to be some additional stories added. Tower of Oz Revamp. So QOL, they're removing boxes from Tower of Oz. They're adding them to bosses, and the points you receive for clearing respective floors are going to be, you can use them towards the shop, but they're going to be used towards cosmetics, maybe some EXP coupons. You're not going to be able to buy box pieces anymore. So, if you have outstanding box pieces, broken box pieces are getting removed. So, that reminds me, if you have any points that you want to use on crafting boxes for Oz rings, you should do that before the patch. Do that before the patch. But if you see this and it's after the patch, you are SOL and you can use those points for something else productive like getting a mount or a chair if you have enough. Moving on. So the special skill rings. So the Oz rings are being added to. They're going to be in the form of boxes, and they're going to be added to clearing boss content. So the green jade boss box, you can see from here, up Akechi even drops. Woo! That's good. That's good news. We did not have visibility to this because Akechi's not a KMS boss. But End Slime and Akechi, you will now, and all of the easy and normal bosses up to Darknell and Gloom, not including Varus Hilla, all have a chance at dropping the Green Jade boss ring boxes. The contents I'm sure will probably be covered, but these will get you rings up to level 3 of the rings that are available. Up to level 3. So you can get a continuous, you can get a roar, you can get a weapon jump, all up to level 3. The red Jade boss ring box, this will get you up to level 4, but it'll be at lower rates for the good rings. This is slightly increased for the black Jade ring box. You can get up to level 4, but you might see slightly higher rates for the level 3 and level 4 rings. And then the white Jade boss ring box. Previously, there was a typo that was shared in Tespia that it was for level 1 to 4. This has been since updated and corrected from GMS team, saying that it is level 3 and level 4 rings. So the typo currently states level 1 to 4, but it's actually level 3, level 4 rings. And this is from clearing the hardest content in the game. The box drop rate is affected by item drop rate, and boxes will be instanced in Reboot. They're adding a new ring, in case you guys don't know. Continuous ring temporarily increases character's boss damage when using an attack skill. Skill is not affected by cooldown reset effects. So, you essentially charge the ring for 2 minutes by having it equipped, and then every few seconds you get a burst of boss damage. Now this is good for all the DPM classes, the classes that don't have consistent burst every 3 minutes. So Night Lords are probably going to still stick with rings like Roar, but classes like Luminous will probably opt to swap for continuous ring, given we get it within the RNG that's within these boxes. These rings go up to, continuous ring goes up to level 4, and I believe the boss damage at level 4 is 120 boss. And the effects, I believe, are for, I might have this twisted. I'm not sure if they show the stats. I believe the effects for the continuous ring are 8 seconds of damage, 4-second cooldown, or 4-sec. It's one or the other. But just so you know, yes, all the respective rings. Okay, so this actually shows you. So the green Jade boss rings and red Jade boss rings have all these garbage trash in here. And then the black Jade and the white Jade have all the trash removed. So if you're clearing C10 and the white Jade and the grandest bosses, as well as Black Mage, you will have a chance, and Sea Slime, don't forget Sea Slime, your chance at getting garbage rings from the ring boxes are lower. The following, so they're introducing what's called the Grindstone of Life. So these will only drop by, I believe it's Kalos and Kaling of their harder difficulties. And by getting Grindstone of Life, you have a chance to level up the ring to level 5. I believe there's only 3 ring. There's like 3 or 4 rings that are, actually it says right here. So all of these rings can go up to level 5. The Ring of Restraint essentially goes up to a level, when it goes up to level 5, this ring now lasts 20 seconds as opposed to 15, while the continuous ring will just go up in how much boss damage. All the durations essentially get increased to 20 to fit in with the new 6-job meta. A lot of skills a lot of your burst and your skills and animations will probably last throughout your ring of restraint. So the grindstone helps kind of offset that. Um, so it's transferable in non-reboot worlds. Otherwise, it's not instanced in reboot. So you can get it from defeating Kalos and Kaling in all difficulties, excluding story mode, and the polishing can be done on untradeable special rings. So the grindstone, again, it's not instanced, and there is a meso cost, and you need, in order for you to get the 50% success rate, not only does it cost you 5 bill meso, but you need to have 5 in your inventory. So that's 5 weeks of it dropping, and your party allowing you to loot it. So you might just prepare yourself that it's not going to be easy to come by, but you'll be able to work on it in the future. Skill improvements. So I'm not going to go through all the respective class stuff, but there's usually going to be some QOL with some of the specific class things. Ability adjustments, inner ability. So if you haven't rolled your inner ability because you're like, I'm waiting till New Age, I would say wait till a 50% off honor after New Age. Continue to hold on. They're removing lines from inner abilities. You're no longer going to be seeing defense, jump, speed, or defense percent increase. You'll still see some of the other poop ones that I don't know why they kept those. But when resetting the abilities at legendary rank, so your inner ability has to be legendary. The rank probability will be updated to the following for second and third lines. So you will only see epic and unique lines. Epic will appear at an 85% rate, unique will appear at a 15% rate. Most people are probably going to be eyeing out for that third line drop rate. Actually, they might not even need that third line drop rate, pending the changes to 6 drop, but you can still increase your chances of getting your pitch boss and your pat marks and all those other fun things. The ability rank automatically unlocks at level 50, and it has been changed from rare to epic, so you no longer need to worry about rare. I think they're just trying to phase out rare. Characters that have rare ranks from before this change will rank up to epic automatically. Yep. And the following honor EXP extracting item has been added to the Legion coin shop. Legion's honor EXP 100 coins. You can get 3 per week per world. And what it does is it sucks 5k honor EXP from one character, makes it transferable. You can put it into storage, and you can gain 5k honor EXP on the next character that you want to use it on. Similar to the Mugong honor EXP that you can get from Dojo, but it seems that this requires less honor, because I think the Mugong is 10k as opposed to 5k. It's not bad, but I wish there was more than 3 per week. I wish it was kind of like 3 per character per week. The quantity of large boss Medal of Honor has been increased for boss rewards. So that means more boss Medal of Honor is going to be acquired. That's a good thing. V-Matrix improvements. So everything gets unlocked once you're level 260 plus. It's going to scale as if you were level 300 for the amount of node slots that you have access to. Or that's how it currently is, but it's going to be scaled down to level 260 when you unlock everything. Your matrix points will go up 1 per level between 200 to 220. 221 to 260 will be 2 matrix points per level up. And 261 and above will not receive anything. You're going to be getting more node slots once you do your job advancement to 5th job. So you'll get 7 as opposed to 5. So that means you can fit 4 boost nodes, a couple V skills for training, and maybe an HS. If that's how I was to do it, that's what I'd recommend. An additional node slot will also be available for every 10 levels between 210 to 260. So instead of getting, usually when you get node slots, you get them every 5 levels, but every 10th interval you get 2 slots as opposed to 1. Please note that the record of additional node slots that have been opened using mesos prior to the 246 update will be reset. What does that mean? Please note that the record of additional... Oh, do you get a refund? Does that mean you get a refund? We'll see. I don't think you get a refund. It just might be updated. We'll have to see. The cost to unlock a node slot has been updated. I guess that's going to scale. I think it's going to scale based off of, again, what level you're at and how far you are from the next slot. And the V matrix UI size has been increased to display 25 nodes per page. So currently it displays, if I was to look now, it is 7, 14, 19. So you get 6 more nodes on a page. Better Maple. Okay, guys. I made a running joke the other day about what does Better Maple entail if we're getting all these nerfs and adjustments. Here we go. Reboot worlds will now be able to purchase meso or cubes from meso shops in game. You will no longer be required to go to the cash shop. You can also purchase cubes from Android shops, and the Reboot Cube shop will also be accessed through the Quick Move. So in case you don't have a rank 9 Android or an Android that has a shop on it, you can access it through the Quick Move. Cubes will no longer be available in the cash shop. As mentioned in our important changes to expired item post, loot ownership of items and mesos will be changed to no longer expire and will only be lootable by the player who defeated the monster. So you don't have to worry about that 2-minute, 3-minute rotation. Mesos will be there and your pets will be able to pick it up. I think a lot of people misunderstood this, but I think it was primarily to say your expired item pet won't be able to pick up other people's items because it's no longer expiring. When dropping items or mesos while in a party, the loot ownership will be granted only to party members on the same map. Okay, default character slots have been expanded. So if you are new to the game, you're starting Reboot Hyperion, or you're coming back to play any of the other servers, you get access to 12 characters instead of having to spend meso on 4 additional slots to match this. Inventory slots are going up from 24 to 48. Storage room, yep. Existing storage room slots you have within the world have been expanded, so you'll be getting more slots for your storage. That means more cubes from your weekly bosses will be able to fit in there. Auction house profession UI has been improved, so the Meister's effect display settings value is now maintained. Finally! Don't forget to work on your Meister because it won't decay after this. In-game options have been improved so that now settings are maintained even when accessing from a different PC. Let's just hope it doesn't get flagged as account sharing when accessing your PC from a different location. There's been a lot of that going around. Resolution adjustments, 64-bit option, and hybrid CPU related options are not saved. The default value of hotkey has been replaced with frequently used hotkeys, and the following 2 new hotkeys have been added: daily and event quest. Previously, cache throwing stars placed at the very front of the cache inventory was applied. However, it has been changed to apply the double-clicked throwing star that's equipped instead. Anything else? Transparent Kantara item will no longer be sold at the cash shop. The description of weapons that can be equipped in the transparent shield item tooltip has been improved. Okay, so dual blades, make sure you have your transparent Katara, I guess. Characters who do not meet the purchase level requirement will no longer be able to purchase level restricted items. I think that's auction house only. The reset times of limited monthly quantity has been changed from 12 a.m. UTC to 6 a.m. UTC on the first day of every month. This is probably for reg server cash shop because we only really have pets from reward points and cubes for reward points. The amount of maple points that can be traded, yada yada. Okay. Quest and improvement, gonna skip over this. Monster improvements. So this is, they should just say boss improvements because this isn't monster improvements. Ardhilla getting easier. Pop, CPAP getting easier. Cygnus item cooldown. So potions, I think were like the only. This is probably the only boss that was still on like a 30-second potion cooldown. Now it's been reduced to 6 seconds. Lotus laser pattern speed increasing in Lotus phase 1 has been reduced. So it's not going to speed up as frequently. It's still going to speed up, but not as frequently. The guide message displayed when entering Lotus P1 has been updated. The laser pattern's max spin speed in Lotus P1 has been reduced, so it's going to affect both difficulties, hard and normal. Guide message has been added for when electric wire pattern starts in P2 and P3. And this is going to be for both Lotus phases as well. Or, I mean, the last 2 Lotus phases. So you're going to be seeing a message before the laser spawn, so you can prepare. Damien, the meteor drop down cooldown in P1 and P2 has been increased. So Damien's not going to be using his meteor attack. He's still going to be annoying. He's still going to be flying around the map and teleporting and doing his dance. But he's going to be using the meteor pattern less. He's still going to be diving down. He's still going to be disappearing and iframing out of your binds and whatnot. All right, Will, this is a juicy one because we weren't sure if we were getting this on the first update or the second update. So how it works now is if you've ever seen Kalos fights, they have a test in P2. If they fail the test, instead of waiting 2 minutes, Kalos would get 25% of his HP bar of that segment back. Same thing's going to happen for Will. You don't have to, once you get down to 0% of that test or that segment, you redo the test. So you don't have to wait 2 minutes every time. So Will just went from being a 12-minute fight to potentially less depending on how long your burst lasts and whether or not it can persist through the actual test. So it has been updated, so will be recovering. Monsters and patterns not related to Moonlight Barrier creation pattern are no longer created when entering Will Phase 1 boss battles. Moonlight Barrier pattern creation. So, if Will throws a tornado at the beginning of test, right now, he will no longer do it, is from what this is saying. All patterns and monsters excluding Will are removed when entering a function that recovers Moonlight when Will in each room takes a set amount of damage during Will Phase 1 has been added. It has been improved so that the Mirror of Lies now begins without having to wait for a set duration of time. It has been updated so Will recovers a set amount of HP in P2. So again, test segment, same situation for P1. You fail a test, he heals 25% of that HP bar. You pass it, you don't have to wait 2 minutes to get to the next segment. All patterns and monsters, again, same thing. And then in P3, for each set unit of time has been increased by 33%. So you're going to be getting more Moonlight in P3 than you've previously obtained. So this is going to be really good for those that have gotten webbed out because they can't clear webs in quick enough succession. And fix the issue where the buff icon was positioned in an unnatural location when entering Will, easy, normal, or hard. Lucid, they increased P3's HP by 7%. The section where damage couldn't be dealt to Lucid when she has 10% or less HP during P3 has been removed. So if you always see that Lucid will like heal or something, they just removed that completely and they just added in additional HP on top of her P3 battle. Guardian Slime, so damage reduction effect has been changed from 30% to 15%. So you were not dealing a significant amount of damage. You were only dealing 70% of, was it? Damage reduction effect has been changed from 30. Yeah, so you were only dealing 70% of your actual damage. That's going up to 85% if I read that correctly. The max HP in Guardian Slime has also been reduced significantly by about 22%. V-Hilla, the required arcane power for Altar of Desire and Varus Hilla has been decreased from 900 to 820. Saren, Again, the level is being reduced, and the max HP for normal has been decreased. Kalos, so the hit range for Kalos projectile has been increased. The hit range for they really everybody been struggling with aiming and target practice in the mini game for Kalos, so they're making it significantly easier as the TLDR. And they are adjusting some of the platforms in the aiming guideline to show if you where how you can aim in Kalos. I guess a lot more people are going to be entering the content, so they want to make it a little bit more open. And Kaling, fix the issue where sometimes Tau cancels. I haven't done this boss yet, so I don't know the names of the different boss monsters. So I apologize if I can't give a thorough explanation. When the balance, okay, the UI has been updated to flicker when the balance of season falls to 250 or below instead of below 250. So there's a different there's a different mechanism in the fight where, again, similar to Saren, if you get gauged a lot, or Kalos, if all the towers and meteor and UFO are all activated. There's a similar mechanism where you can lose the fight in Kaling without dying to the boss directly. Other monster improvements. So again, they covered that earlier. Hitbox has been increased. Map and UI improvements. I'm not going to go through this. This you can probably go through on your own. Resolution system improvements. So I guess some of the resolutions have made it out of beta, and now they're officially supported. Content improvements and changes. So there's going to be a new max damage increase. So from 150 to 750 bill. This is, I guess, in preparation of 6 job scaling everybody to the moon. And then following achievements have been added, and then following achievements have been removed. So if you haven't done all your Oz's to get these achievements, you will no longer be able to do them. And a lot of the other content is also being retired and removed. Labyrinth of Suffering, Clear, and Limited Clear have been added to Monster Park. We already know that. Monster Collection. New mobs are being added to Monster Collection, so in case you're looking for some more maple point or reward points that you have no use for, good to get on top of this. In accordance with the Instant Sacred Power Hunting Zones event. This is an event? Oh, it just skipped you through everything. So Instant Sacred Power Hunting Zones. So this is an event. This is being okay. Well, we have to come back to this. We have to come back to this. I feel it's not great to skip everything, but let's just read what it says. Elite monsters, elite champions, and elite bosses do not spawn in the sacred maps for the event duration. Thus, certain monsters cannot be registered to the monster collection when hunting on the sacred power maps. Thank you for your understanding. And then they're adding some new cube chairs based off of, I guess, some of the newer regions. Hyperburning. Okay, so first things first. Characters that meet one of the below criteria. So newly characters created during the event duration. So starting from scratch, existing level 200 to 258. Reach level 260 in a flash with the Hyperburning event. You can create one Hyperburning character per account, so it still remains the same as Savior. So you will only be able to do this once per account. So if you're flip-flopping between Kronos and Hyperion, you have a few hours to make a decision. You cannot cancel after setting a character as a Hyperburning character. So if you done goof and you're like, I don't want to do this class anymore, you can't reroll. Please note the following when setting character as a hyperburning character. The character's current EXP amount exceeds the amount required to level up due to the reduction of required EXP from the growth revamp. You must log into the character and level up before you can set it up as a hyperburning character. I said this before, with the EXP curve adjustments, if you are at 99% because you're like, everybody's telling me to get there, or extra EXP, you're gonna need to get 3 more levels real quick and before you do that. Otherwise, you're gonna be odd when you're trying to set it up for hyperburning. So before you apply hyperburning, make sure your character is prepped with the EXP adjustment in mind. So level up the character. You're going to have to do it 3 times to get to where you want it to be. Apply the hyperburning, and then you're good to go. 0 characters cannot, or set as hyperburning character will not receive 2 additional levels each time it gains a level between 100 and 199. Unlucky. 0 character set as hyperburning character cannot receive event rewards until completing chapter 2. So that's getting it to 120, if I remember. Or completing the level 110, that's chapter 2. In Burning World, create a hyperburning character. Okay, Setting at level 11, your hyperburning character will start to earn additional levels each time it gains up to level 260. So hyperburning starts at level 11, not level 10, level 11. Characters set as hyperburning character will be limited from the use of the following items: bonk potions, growth potions, typhoon growth potions, and magnificent growth potions. But if you delayed your claiming of the chapter rewards from the Journey to the 6-star event, you will be able to use some of those potions to help you bonk up. Those bypass these restrictions. So hyperburning rewards, these are gonna pretty much remain the same, but just know that you can claim the rewards. Okay, however, so growth rewards, just to go over this, the new character will not be able to receive the level achievement rewards that have already been claimed. If your level 200 to 220 rewards have been claimed with the deleted character, the new character will be able to claim the level achievement rewards starting at 225. Okay, so I misspoke again. You can claim the level rewards, the level achievement rewards once, but once claimed, you cannot claim them again. You'll be able to continue claiming them from the next. If you've set an existing character as your hyperburning character, it can still receive growth support rewards, but not the level achievement rewards for the levels it has already passed. For example, if the character is level 230 and it's set as a hyperburning character, it can start receiving the level achievement rewards starting at level 235. So for those of you that are setting your level 200s, you will not be able to get the level rewards till level 210. There's no level 205 rewards. Burning World Eternal Flame title, No Stone and Infinite Flame title can only be obtained with characters that have completed 5th job advancement. You can only select symbols from regions the character cleared when using the Arcane Symbol Selector and Sacred Symbol Selector. So, each character can own 1 Eternal Flame Ring. A character that already has an Eternal Flame Ring in their possession cannot use the Eternal Flame Ring coupon. So if you already had Hyperburned and you couldn't finish it to 250 before that event had ended, you cannot get an additional Eternal Flame Ring coupon. 0 characters will not be able to receive level 30 growth support rewards and level achievement rewards from level 220. If you've transferred an arcane symbol using the arcane catalyst, you must stabilize the symbols first before claiming the level 5 and level 7 arcane symbol rewards. Growth support, okay, so everything pretty much stays the same. So you can still claim, even if the character's already created, you can still claim the growth support rewards. So the Root Abyss, the time limited Root Abyss, the Frozen set, and the Flame Title coupon. You just can't claim the level achievement rewards if you've passed that level. So the level achievement, so I'm going to be hyper burning my Nightwalker. My Nightwalker misses out on everything from level 200 to 230. Okay, so you get level. We're gonna just go through the non-burning world rewards. So level 5 symbol, 50 nodestone at 200, 210. Level 5 symbol, flame ring coupon. Level 215, you get 50 nodestones. Level 220, you get a level 5 symbol, and your choice of the following: a 15-star Dawn Pendant or a Fake Salab weapon. Fake Salab is fixed at 17 stars, unique potential with specific pot lines. You can still flame the item. You can't start, you can't pot it. Dawn Pendant is going to be 15 stars. It's going to give you 15% stat, or if you are Xenon, it'll be 9% all stat and a 6% crit rate. Since zero character is unable to use the Absol weapon, it will receive the Dawn Pendant if you are hyper burning a zero. Level 225, you get level 5 symbol and 50 nodestones. Level 230, 50 nodestones, level 5 symbol. And you also get a hyper burning outfit. This sucks, because if you're level 230, you don't get the hyper burning outfit. Unlucky. I don't get this outfit. Satch. It's okay. It's okay, don't need to cry. Level 235, you no longer get the raw nodestones from this reward. You get 2 EXP nodestones and a level 5 Asphere symbol. Level 240, you get 2 EXP nodestones, 50 nodestones, and 100 symbol selector coupon. So you get to choose any symbol you want. Just remember that you can only use the symbol selector coupons on regions that you've already unlocked. Since you're going to be 240, you don't have anything to worry about. But if you are getting symbol selectors from Arcane River monster drops, you can only use them on regions that have been unlocked. So I probably end up using these on Asphere or level out the... It doesn't matter which symbols you use them on now, since you get them all at the same rate. But if you don't get to 230 or 235 right away, use them on the symbol that you are behind, and try to level them all up at the same time. Level 245, you get solid cubes, symbol selectors, and 2 EXP nodestones. Level 250, you get 100 symbols, EXP nodestones, and an infinite flame coupon. So this will give you some sacred power, arcane power. Arcane power, I understand. EXP, I understand. Attack, I am boss. Sacred power doesn't make sense at 250, but we'll go with it. We'll run with it. Level 255, you get arcane symbol and an EXP coupon, and then at level 260, you get a medal that gives you permanent stats and sacred symbol coupons. These again will be used on. You can use them on the region that you've unlocked. So in case you want to delay claiming these rewards, you can hold off until you're done training the character in case you wanted to push it to however far you can. These rewards will only be claimed for the duration of the New Age update. So up until February 7th. This is when New Age will end. February 7th is the last day of New Age. If you know that you're going to be getting to like 280 by the time February comes around, because you're that just much of a grinder, you can hold off to claim the Hyperion symbols whenever that comes out. So don't feel rushed to claim the symbols right away unless you have no intention on playing the character past 260. Burning World, not going to go into that unless you're planning on going back to reg server, but after these Frenzy Totem changes, I don't think anybody is no flame. New Burning Step Up. So this is only going to be for Burning World. So again, we're going to continue to skip through that content. Burning World Leap. New Age events. So we've gone through all the content changes. We've gone through hyper burning. Now we are going to get into the New Age events. So New Age 0 to 100. So this is going to be available on all servers. This will help you with some of your Legion progression in case you're new or returning or starting over in the Hyperion world. You will be able to designate. You can only set one character at a time, but you can designate up to 7 characters. This will help you speed through level 10 to level 100. So you should be able to do this really quickly. And yeah, you get up to 7 characters. So this will help you in your new once 100 character, you'll receive a new 0 to 100 special gift in addition to the level achievement rewards. So you'll be able to get a equipment box at level 30, 60, a cryptic chest, so you'll be able to get frozen gear. And the special gift is going to be a chair and a hat. A chair and a hat. The New Age 0 to 100 special gift can be claimed once per account. So in case you just wanted the chair, and the hat cosmetic, you can go for it. It should be relatively quick. Summer and Winter Island Identisk. So Convergence, I'm not gonna go through that. The Seekers from Grandis have arrived. Wind Blessing, what could have possibly happened? The second part of the journey will unlock December 13th. You can earn up to 500 sunlight coins per day per account. And you can earn up to 1,200 wind coins weekly. I have a feeling the 500 sunlight coins are tied to dailies, and the 1,200 wind coins are tied to your boss cores. So this will run through November to February. Identisk Exploration. So we don't want to skip through too quickly. There are 2 types of Identisk Exploration: basic and in-depth. You can complete the basic once per day per account. So if you're participating in this event, it looks like you have to choose which server you're doing it on, in case you're conflicted. Once you complete the basic exploration, you will receive 500 sunlight coins and special basic exploration rewards. For reward details, you can check out the rewards section below. If you missed a day or basic exploration, you can use a pass, which will cost you 3k maple points. So this is a catch-up mechanic, and this will allow you to get additional rewards. Sunlight coins are shared between your characters in the same world. So it looks like while we'll be having it's going to be easy to cap your dailies. You're not going to have to worry about capping coins on each individual character. In-depth exploration can be completed once a day up to 3 times per world, a week per world. Your goal is to defeat 2,000 monsters within your level. Click the Do In-Depth Exploration button and to complete for the day. Once you complete, you'll receive points for in-depth exploration rewards. Identisk points can be obtained per account and used per world. You will receive different amount of points during your exploration period. Every first and second will receive 10 points, and every third in-depth will receive 30. So I believe these will be points that will be used to level up skill perks. So you can use Identisk points to level up the stat of your choice. Maybe if I just read a little bit further. In-depth exploration period will reset at reset. Crazy. If you have missed any of the 3 in-depth explorations in the past week, so you can only do the in-depth 3 times per week, from what it looks like. You have the option to use the pass. This will also cost you 3k maple points. I'm fine with catch-up monetization, but don't get me started on this Soul ERDA booster. You'll still receive Identisk points upon using The following information when claiming rewards. One sunlight coin can only be used while the sunlight coin shop is open. So please make sure to use the item prior to February 11th at 11:59. So you will only be able to use your coins up to February 11th. So this will be the following Sunday after the patch ends. So make sure you use the Sunlight coin coupon before the respective event is over. So you get basic exploration rewards. So these will be your EXP coupons, Special Medal of Honor, Trait Boost, Cosmetic, Symbol Selector coupons, Prepared Pen of the Spirit, 60 days. Holy shit! Your day 8 symbol selector coupons, some more special Medal of Honor. So you get to choose for the symbol selectors. You get to choose either arcane symbols or sacred symbols. So that's going to be good. You're going to get some bonk pots. You're going to get some more cosmetics. Sunlight coin coupon. So again, this can only be used. You want to use it before the 11th because it might expire if you don't use the coupon in advance. Some more growth pots, symbol selectors. There's a hell of a lot of symbol selectors attached to this event. Jesus, Special Medal of Honor. You're gonna there. Ooh, I hope this unit damage skin is nice. Usually, some event ones have been poop in the past, but we'll have to see in game. If the crit is the blue and the it looks like the crit is not the blue, this might not be a good damage skin. It might be too bright on the eyes, but we'll see in game. So there's going to be a lot of days from the basic. Yeah, so 56 days to complete the basic. And there looks to be a lot of magpots. Day 42, day 56, and day 28 are all magpots. So there's 3 magpots associated to this event. So that's going to be good for people that want to push some of maybe their 250s to 255s or 258s to or 255s to 260s. Apologies for the scrolling as I go through this. My mic is in an awkward position. Next up is the in-depth exploration rewards. So these are going to be, you can see the UI a little bit down here. You're going to be able to, there's going to be 2 tabs. You're going to be able to get coins, symbol selectors. It's a lot easier to look at this visually, to be honest. All the cosmetics are attached to the every 4th and 7th day. No, every 4th day. And some of the 7th day or day 7s. Now, the in-depth exploration looks like there's going to be 24 completion. Is this a weekly thing? Well, no, you can only do it 3 times a week. You can do the in-depth, I think, 3 times a week, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so Gift of Identisk. So this is when you'll get points. You'll get the skill points for completing the in-depth, and you'll be able to use the skill points to rank up respective stats. So you'll be able to choose between EXP, Arcane Power, Boss Damage, IED, all the stuff that you've probably seen before. You'll get event buffs. I'm not sure the most optimal route because for the first time they're adding a level 6. Previously, people would just max out like 4 or 5 skills at level 4. This time around, I feel like you're gonna probably still probably maintain that same thing. There's no resets associated to this skill tree, so use your points wisely. If you're somebody that is going to entertain doing a Black Mage solo and you need some more arcane power to get to that 10% FD threshold, be mindful of how you spend your points. So this is what the Identisk tree gift looks like, the UI. Again, these are all the buffs and all the stats that you'll be able to apply these to. Okay, event points or event. So this is going to be defeat. So you can enter this. So this is going to be your EXP event. You'll be able to defeat mobs, 1,000 mobs within 15 minutes. And you will be getting bonus EXP for the mobs that you defeat. EXP buffs will apply to the amount of EXP you obtain from defeating. So you want to go, you want to pop your multipliers and go in. This is going to be like super training based off of the monster's level. And you're not going to have to worry. The one thing that sucks for this is because these mobs aren't going to be advantageous because of like your arcane power. You're going to need a little bit more damage to kill these mobs, but they won't drop any meso, so you can be in pure drop gear if you need to be. Weekly entry record reset. So you can re-enter. You can enter once per day. You can enter once per day up to 3 days per week. That's good to know. So this will be good for your hyper burns or any other character. Identisk Aqua Adventure. So if you catch a bunch of fish and you can exchange the fish for EXP points, and then you get different levels as you progress through the event. So your skills and whatnot will increase. Additional skills are unlocked at level 4, level 7. Weapon appearance is updated. Then you get different rewards. You get NX cosmetics and you get outfits. You reach the max level, so you're gonna get EXP. I'm not sure how effective the EXP is. Does it say up here? So there's quick play and party play. It doesn't say. So you can do it up to 3 times weekly, 1,000 EXP points. So okay, the EXP scales from level 200 to level 260. So you have to be level 200, and Hyperburn characters can use the EXP points that you earn. So the EXP vouchers that you will earn through this, I think it's vouchers. But you can do this on your Hyperburn character. Rambunctious Iden Friends. So, from November 15th to December 12th, this is going to be the first part of the update. Map. So, skill will not be available following situations. So, your goal is to collect friendship worth by defeating monsters 20 levels above or below. The amount of reckless tracks filled will be retained even when leaving the hunting map and after daily reset. Once all 6 slots are filled, the Iden Friends will activate a skill to attack surrounding monsters, granting a bunch of EXP. The skill will activate up to 30 times per day, so if you're looking for your like Night Troop-esque bonus EXP, I don't want to say it's going to be as good, but comparable. It is going to be affected by death penalty EXP reduction effect, so make sure you pop your safety charms in case you die to an AFK mob beforehand. The skill will not be available with rune curses, special maps, or monsters that are not in your level range. And it will also not be available. Did they put this in twice? I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's just bonus EXP that will proc when you train or do your dailies. So however you want to use that, you can use it for when you're grinding, or if you want to use it when you're doing simple dailies on your alts. So after there's going to be the Tisk food storehouse. You can only enter the storehouse with 1 character per day. And this is just going to be extra EXP. Enter the character once a day up to 3 times per week. Defeat 1,000 mobs within 15 minutes. So this is similar to the event above. And you just get bonus EXP. EXP buffs will also apply to this. Tisk Tropical, so this is in the second part of the update as well. So party play. Same thing, cosmetics and EXP rewards, which you can use on your Hyperburn. Tung's Prayer, gonna give you some EXP as well. So they're catering a lot of the newer events nowadays for level 200 to 260. I'm just not sure how this one scales. 101 plus. Oh, this one's level 101 plus. So you just get EXP rewards from this. Same gauge like skill. So it pops 30 times per day. And then we'll probably see more information in the second patch regarding what the third skill is going to look like. So the Sunlight Coin Shop, this is when you defeat boss monsters and you get coins, I believe. Let's see. Actually, no. Sunlight Coin Shop. No, this might be your typical currency. Sunlight coins can be obtained by completing the basic exploration. You can access the Sunlight Coin Shop. The weekly items in the Sunlight Coin Shop reset every week. So you're going to be able to get epots, meso pouches, droplets, ring scrolls, monster bloom. This isn't the one with the symbols. Okay, there's two different shops. This one, you could probably skip this shop, to be honest. The only things really to look forward to are the trade boost potion so far off of the wood, the infinite revitalizer, especially if you're going to be working towards getting Meister. They didn't. I guess the profession changes aren't coming in this update, unless I must have skipped over them. Because I don't think I saw that. If they're not coming in this update, then they might be in the second part of the update. I guess I didn't want to make this one too good to be true. And you'll be able to get the Cirques. The Wind Coin Shop. Okay, so the Wind Coin Shop is the boss one, where you can get 1,200 coins per week. That's your regular coin shop. The Wind Coin Shop you'll be able to get things like buff selector coupon. Okay, so previously you would go every hour at the 30-minute mark or 45-minute mark or whatever it happened to be to get buffs. Now you can just buy them whenever, and you can buy them with these with the Wind Shop currency, and you can get either the EXP or the attack with boss and IED, and they last for 1 hour for the stats and then 30 minutes for the EXP. So you don't have to worry about going into a separate map to claim or to get the buff. You can get droplets, you can get flames, honor, cirques, and then you can also get symbols with the wind coins, which is going to be nice. You can use this on Shangri-La symbols, which I think that's what most people are going to do. That with black flames. And then, depending on which bosses you clear for the week, again, you can only get up to 1,200 per week. You will be able to get these amount of wind coin rewards. And chances are they're going to add Arterion, and they're going to probably add Carcion in the second part of the update. So we're probably not going to see Arterion till mid-December slightly. And Carcion probably will not be purchasable as well till like January. But I have a feeling they'll be added in later, but there's still going to be a limited quantity of how many you can purchase. So yeah, Arcus is 140 per world, Odium is 70 per world, Shangri-La is 40 per world, and I can only imagine the newer symbols are going to be 40 per world as well. Those are just going to be too valuable. They're also this is 1 week's worth of coins already. So you have to be able to commit 3 weeks worth of coins, so don't spend them too soon. Meso Shop, so there is complaints on saying that we had our Meso Shop prices just keep going up, especially when it comes to flames. It seems that, am I reading this properly? Did I miss something? Android selector and fairy heart. Okay, so you're going to be able to purchase a fairy heart. This is a level 100 heart. It goes up to 8 stars. and you can only purchase it once per. Is it once per world? Yeah, once per world. It's untradeable and it's permanent. Um, you're gonna need to buy an accompanying Android as well. So you can buy Sarin Cygnus, or so it's gonna be about 4.6 that you're gonna have to budget, because I don't believe they're gonna have any Androids attached to the other coin shops. So 4.6 bill in case you want to use a rank 9. Again, these shop functions will also have the cubes in the respective Android shops. You don't have to be in town. Okay, so we saw this a little bit earlier. It was referenced. There's going to be a special event for Sacred Power hunting zones. So this was the introduction to the this was the introduction to instance maps in KMS, but KMS did this as kind of like a damage control population RMT with Soul, ERDA, and 6-job mats. They're introducing it as an event here. So all sacred maps will. Okay, let's read through the changes. All sacred maps will be instanced, so level 260 plus. The following changes will be made to Sacred Power hunting maps during the event duration. Monsters that appear on the map will be instanced and not shared with other players, so you can no longer help other people with dailies unless there's nobody else in the map. And actually, you still can't help them with the dailies because the mobs are going to be instanced. The map can be used up to 2 players simultaneously, so that means 40 players per map per channel. You can support a lot of players in the same map now, as opposed to 40 players per per 2 players per. I'm not going to do the math. Rune of Darkness and Rune of Riches are not spawned. Party play will not be available on the map. If you enter the Sacred Power map while in a party, the party will be disbanded automatically. If a character dies, the personalized monsters are removed. Even if you revive at the same place, you cannot reclaim the ownership of the monsters. You must re-enter the map to have personalized monsters again. Frenzy totem effects will only apply to the instant Sacred Power hunting map of the character that used the Frenzy totem. So the effect will disappear once the character leaves the map. Frenzy totem effects will function as they normally do outside of instance maps. Okay. There's a lot to take in there. So it seems that the Frenzy totem nerfs that had been announced early on were only to apply, or is to apply to all maps. So you had to be present in the map. But it seems that they're only adding this for the instant Sacred Power hunting zones. So that's good to know that it's going to be functional as per usual for under 260 content. So they'll still have a use. You won't necessarily be chained. Other hunting related features such as combo kill, multi-kill KO, bounty hunter, and infernal wolf will remain the same. The following perks will be applied to all hunting maps during the event duration. Runes will appear more frequently, so some of you might have seen we were talking about haste-like events in previous streams. Activating the rune gives more enhanced EXP. Rune cooldown time is reduced. Holo Frito and special portals appear more frequently, and exiting the Infernal Wolf battle gives more EXP. But just remember, if you lose your map, or if you leave the map, you lose it. Just because you won't be able to see any mobs now. It's controlled. Nexon's actually enforcing this whole you leave your map, you lose it philosophy. Jet job advancement. I'm not sure if this will be released in time before the patch, but make sure that you guys prep all your gear, all your equips for your jet before you log off tonight, or just do the job change before you log off tonight. Because you will not be able to access your character. Your jet will be moved to the spaceship and it'll be forced to job change. So you won't be able to do any content on your jet after November 15th. You must proceed to job advancement to move out of the map. So, okay, you can access the character, you just can't do anything with it. I stand corrected. Please see below for more information. So again, just set all your equips from now. Do the job change before. Get your mag pot. Use the mag pot before the patch because you get more EXP in case you have something to use it on. I'm not going to read through this. This just kind of goes into, you get EXP nodes. So you also get 100 nodes as a reward. So for the new class, you probably want to use those 100 nodes, although they're transferable. You want to make sure you use them on the new character that you make, just so you can start looking for the trios, because all your nodes get converted to EXP nodes if they are class specific, and you don't want to go through the pain of trying to find your trios again with less nodes to work from. You get cosmetics and you get an effect. Again, if you have this effect, you can transfer it through with the cash shop, assuming the cash shop transfer is still going on at the time that you see this. And then additional event notes. All jet characters in the world must have job advanced. You have till February, otherwise your jet gets automatically converted to a beginner that you won't be able to use anything. All the gear that's class specific gets removed, and all the common gear I think you still keep. Player rankings will be changed, and then the jet discontinuation of items was removed on August 9th. The journey towards 6-star, you can now claim your Chapter 6 rewards. You get a title, you get a chair, and you get 6 magpots, vac pet that lasts for a month, and 1,000 node stones, and 3 soul ERDA coupons. Heck W. And Sunny Sunday. Let's go through the Sunny Sundays before we get to the end. So there's going to be a 1+1 Star Force event. So if you have characters that you're going to be prepping to get 215 stars in anticipation of shining, the first Sunny Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, November 19th, will be your 1+1 event. So that's probably what we'll work on the Saturday. Any characters that might have gear that I need to just prep, get those to 12. 50% more EXP and 50% off Honor next week. So this is great. If you have Honor EXP, don't roll it right after the patch. Wait till next week, next Sunday, to use your Honor EXP. You're going to have to go a week without your additional drop rate or whatever bonus lines you're looking for, but I believe you can survive if you've held off this long. Shining Star Force. So 5, 10, 15, and 30% off your Star Force will be on December 3rd. So mesos, penny pinchers, everybody that's been frugal or saving up for the past 6 months, your time to shine is now. From now until December 3rd, I believe you have like 2 weeks of bossing. 2 weeks of bossing. So you have a potential, however much meso you make in a week, times 2. And then 5x Magsol on December 10th, and then the next update will be following that week. And I think we'll get Hyperion on launch of the second update, and then Carcion will get unlocked a month later. Spell Choice Fever, Reg server only, and then bugs and unknown fixes. I don't know if you guys happen to get ahead of me, but in case there's anything worth noting, fix the issue when using item that applies an effect to a map. Players had to leave and re-enter the instance map for the map effect to take place. And I believe that is all for the patch notes. If you guys like what you saw, you heard, please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I also stream regularly at Twitch. Thank you guys for watching.